how the Battlefield 6 community recreated tactical tension inside Portal in an era where most multiplayer shooters chase spectacle, speed, and constant stimulation. A small but passionate corner of the Battlefield 6 community has decided to go in the opposite direction. Instead of faster movement, they impose restrictions. Instead of power fantasies, they create vulnerability. And instead of chaotic freedom, they design pressure, responsibility, and fear. Hospital VIP mode, created by TabbedScamper in collaboration with Languorian, is a Battlefield 6 Portal experience that resurrects one of the most intense and psychologically demanding multiplayer concepts ever made, VIP Escort. Inspired directly by the legendary VIP mode from America's Army, this experience transforms Battlefield 6 into something far more tactical, personal, and nerve-wracking than its default modes. This is not a mode about kill counts or highlight reels. It is about survival, coordination, and the weight of being important. A mode built around one fragile human being. At the heart of VIP mode lies a single, fragile truth: one player matters more than everyone else. At the start of each round, one player is randomly selected as the VIP. This player is not a hero in the traditional sense. They are not stronger, faster, or better equipped. In fact, the VIP is deliberately weakened. No sprinting. No jumping. Limited ammunition. A deliberately modest weapon loadout chosen to reinforce vulnerability rather than dominance. The VIP's objective is deceptively simple: reach a laptop somewhere in the map, use it to call in a helicopter extraction, then survive long enough to board it and escape. But simplicity is the illusion. Because from the very first second, the enemy team, the assassins, is already hunting. For the assassin team, the rules are brutally clear: kill the VIP, and the round ends immediately. It does not matter how many escorts remain alive. It does not matter how close the helicopter is. One successful assassination collapses the entire mission. This asymmetry creates a tension that Battlefield rarely explores. Every footstep matters. Every corner becomes a risk assessment. Every gunfight is filtered through a single question: does this help the VIP survive? Escorts, assassins, and the role of AI. The escort team's responsibility is absolute. Protect the VIP at all costs. Human players are reinforced by AI escort bots that form a tight protective detail around the VIP, dynamically following, engaging enemies, and absorbing pressure. These bots are not meant to replace players, but to enhance the feeling of moving as a guarded convoy rather than a loose squad. On the other side, assassin bots complement human attackers, increasing pressure and unpredictability. Early iterations revealed limitations in AI behavior, but continuous updates improved responsiveness, spacing, and aggression, making encounters feel more organic and dangerous. The result is a mode where the map never feels empty. Even silence feels threatening. The Hospital, a map designed to kill you slowly. Hospital is not just a setting, it is a weapon. Rebuilt from America's Army, the map is deliberately claustrophobic. Narrow hallways, fatal choke points, tight doorways, and long sight lines intersect in ways that punish impatience and reward coordination. There are no wide-open battlefields here. No room for vehicles. No safe flanks. Every door is a decision. Every corridor is a potential execution chamber. The map's design reinforces the VIP fantasy perfectly. Movement is slow and deliberate. Escorts must clear rooms carefully. Assassins exploit angles, timing, and panic. When a firefight breaks out, it is sudden, violent, and often decisive. It is Battlefield stripped of its scale and rebuilt as a pressure cooker. Objectives, extraction, and the race against time. Extraction is not automatic. The VIP must first locate one of several possible laptop spawn locations scattered across the map. These locations are randomized each round, preventing rote memorization and forcing adaptive decision-making. Once the laptop is activated, a helicopter is called in. The escort team must then move the VIP to the extraction point while under extreme pressure. If the pilot is killed, extraction is delayed. If the escort team eliminates all enemies, the helicopter spawns automatically as a reward for total dominance. Crucially, downed players can be revived if teammates crouch within a short distance, creating moments of desperate risk-taking under fire. However, the VIP's ability to revive has been deliberately restricted in later updates to preserve balance and tension. Rounds are played in a best-of-5 format, with teams swapping roles. First to 3 round wins takes the match. Iteration, feedback, and community-driven design. What truly sets Hospital VIP mode apart is not just its concept, but its development process. This experience evolved publicly, through Discord discussions, live testing, player feedback, and rapid iteration. UI clarity was improved. Waypoints were added to remove confusion. Text size was increased. Role assignments were made visible. NATO and PAX team identities were introduced for better score tracking. Voice lines were added to enhance immersion. Damage values and health were tuned for better gunplay. AI behavior was refined repeatedly. Bugs were acknowledged openly and addressed quickly. Even edge cases such as VIP sprint glitches, ammo refills from dropped packs, or helicopter boarding exploits were discussed transparently and resolved through scripting changes. This is live service development in its purest, most human form, creators listening, players testing, and the mode evolving week by week. Why this mode matters. Hospital VIP mode is important not because it is perfect, but because it proves something fundamental about Battlefield 6 and Portal as a platform. It proves that Battlefield can support slower, more tactical, more psychological experiences without abandoning its core gunplay. It proves that community creators can resurrect forgotten multiplayer ideas and make them feel modern. And it proves that tension does not require scale, sometimes it requires limitation. In a genre dominated by constant motion and instant gratification, this mode dares players to slow down, protect something fragile, and feel responsible for another human being's survival. When you are the VIP, you feel important, not powerful, but necessary. When you are an escort, every mistake feels personal. When you are an assassin, patience becomes your deadliest weapon. And when the helicopter finally lifts off or fails to, the outcome feels earned. A blueprint for the future. The creators have already expressed interest in expanding the VIP framework into templates usable on other maps, potentially even free-to-play variants for the wider community. That possibility alone hints at something bigger, a reusable design language for tactical battlefield experiences. Hospital VIP mode is not just a custom match. It is a proof of concept. A reminder that Battlefield's future does not have to be louder, it can be sharper. Sometimes, all it takes is one life, one target, and total chaos. Get to the chopper. Or don't make it at all.